Okay, well, happy Tuesday, everyone. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Welcome back to C Block. We're going to try and finish off what we started over here with our electrolyzers this evening for our iron. In order to make this easier, I'm just going to run the rails down here so we know the kind of space that we're working with. And that will also let us put in the roboports that we need. I did a little bit of clean out yesterday of some of the biter nests, and you can see the remnants of my build, just so I tried to get the spacing a bit better. I think we are going to need to make sure they give us more than 100 railway tracks at the moment. Feels like, 200. Feels like we're going to need a few more. We also finished a couple of worker robot speed upgrades, which was quite cool. So our bots are actually moving pretty quickly now. And we're going to need 2 stations to make this functional. So I'm going to place those down now. We're going to need 1 for the charcoal. Somewhere. We've lost one of these, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, we're right. Should have 8. Something like that. And then I'm going to need 1 for the sulfuric wastewater. Something like that. So this is actually working really well. So I want overflow valve here. I think then pump, tank. Where's my Jack's tank? My big tank? Okay, not quite. Then I can't quite fit the extra pump in. Let's do it the other way. Pump here. There, tank. That seems right. We could do 1, 2, 3. I think that's probably okay. This will take out the spare sulfuric wastewater. Gotta update the settings on these, but that's okay. We haven't got any charcoal coming in yet. And I don't have any sulfur to bootstrap this with, so we'll grab some of that. I want to quickly grab the long power poles. This as far along as I can. We'll stop there. I don't know exactly how far I want to do it. Get a roboport in. Because I do know that I want roboports along here. Good. Now we're going to do a quick upgrade planner to flip everything here to something that we want to build. Because I set it up right now with the purple buildings. Purple tier buildings, I should say. I'm not using crystallizers yet. Because I didn't want the robots to try and preemptively build it for us before we were ready. I also just want to make sure all the pipes are plastic. What color pipes do we like? Brass pipes or plastic pipes? Don't particularly want to use titanium yet. We'll use plastic. Because we've got a lot of those. Okay. Let's go. Liquefiers we missed. Let's put that in the blueprint as well. So that we have it. And the only other thing that is wrong is the oxygen. That would seemingly have to come this way. To fit correctly. Okay, we've got some extra pipes here that I don't totally understand. So we've probably broken a few things here. But that's okay. We'll be turning it on from the bottom to the top. We do have some extra space here if we choose to need it because of how the tank is laid out. But I don't think I need any of that. It'll only be if I want to, say, put in some extra purified water or clarifiers to better help the overall setup. Go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We need now 2 water pumps per 10, I think was what we said. Yep. So where do I want to fit those water pumps? Going to need something slightly smarter than just that because of how the flow goes. So I do have some gaps here. So I think what we're going to do is put some water pumps in here. See if it works. Don't know if it's going to work, but let's find out. Cannot fit one there. They don't have enough space. But I could very easily make sure I know where the end of this is and where I want the next one to start. It's basically here is where I'd want the next one to be. So it should be very possible to do this. Oops, blew myself up. Okay, that's a new one. I didn't realize I could blasting charge myself. Okay, we'll edit that one out in post-processing, I guess. don't know if it's better or worse that I blew myself up, or if I hadn't blown myself up, I would have drowned because I'd blown my legs off. I don't know. Neither seems particularly smart. But c'est la vie. Okay, where's the corpse? Should be somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. That's where we destroyed ourselves. Our armor on. Okay, let's try that again. So I think what I want is something like this. Offshore pump here. That. Then let's put one more of these at the top. Including tiles. Oops, okay. Let's fill that in because otherwise... Don't know if the bots can make it that small. Let's find out. Oops. Didn't mean that. Create a blueprint. Let's go put this all the way at the other end to keep it a little bit symmetrical. Ah, I can't... No, here. That's where I need to go, right? Yep. There we go. That seems good. So these should now have water. So I need to put one electrolyzer. Okay. We'll work out how to bootstrap this with electrolyzers. Figure that one out shortly. Did put the electrolyzers into build last night. Sounds like I'm doing laundry or something. So we have plenty. So I think 1, 2 in each electrolyzer. So this craft time is 2 seconds. Its cleaning time is 1 second. Yep, so if I did 2 in each. We'll work out a more sensible way to bootstrap this shortly. You do not have any purified water. That is fine. You have too much purified water now. Because that is set up wrongly. These are all now working and they're producing slag. These guys are as yet not functioning. Put the overflow top-up valve there. That's right. You need a vent stack, flare stack even. Make sure that that's taken care of. So you are a top-up valve. I think I've got the one at the top set up as an overflow valve as well, and that's the problem. If you're not set up with anything, you want to be a top-up valve as well. That. I then want you to output far. Far. Okay, hold on, I think I've done that wrong. So, hold on, yes. The top one, bottom one is near, bottom one is near, top one far, top one far. Yep, that seems good. So there is the slag. Now, you need some power here as well. You need a small amount of sulfur to get you started. Run over to the existing stacks, or the sulfuric acid production actually, and just grab a handful of sulfur. That's producing, it doesn't have any purified water in, because I moved the purified water earlier and then didn't put it back again. Liquefiers. Now, other way, because it's not going to work. There. Perfect. So you should be in range. I should have filtration unit 3s. Why are you not doing what I need you to do? Grab a few of those. And let's just use the upgraded ones with the right recipe. For the charcoal frame clearing setup. Filter frame. Filter frame and charcoal. Yes, that's right. 4. Let's see if I can get the filtration units. Okay, 20 are on the way. That's what we need. Then I need... Conscious I want to leave a little bit of space for modules here, which is why I'm building this maybe in a slightly kookier way than is necessary. So You need a charcoal chest here. You are charcoal requester. Charcoal consumer. I don't like this parallel station because it sort of seems to be lacking fuel. It's heading to me. Fine. So now let's do output long, take short, like that. Now we need to get off by 1 from what I need. So do you like this? That works. Or at least it should work. That, then output long, output to the right. Output, take long, output to the left. Output to the right. Long. That. There we go. Now if you go along there, that, I may have trashed my beacon ability here. Might be better if I had it go there, because then I could fit the beacon in nice and simply. Let's do that. Don't know if we'll ever put beacons in this build, but it seems silly to make it completely impossible. Now should I do you to the bottom? Why not? It doesn't actually matter. Other than the power poles need to move slightly. That's fine. Power pole can go there. Power pole there. Yep, that's fine. It's not though. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's fine. No, it's got to go 1 past. That's right. So we've got space for 2. So in, out. And that. 3, 4. 4. Good. That now does the right thing. Then you need take from the side, drop in. from the side. Other way. And other way. Just need to get the filter frames. Let's get that. Which we also set up last night. Somewhere. Yep, here we go. Should test on my inventory. See the electrolyzers. Don't know why it's taken them away. Ah, I said I want 0. Put the electrolyzers here as well. Perfect. There we go. You need some electricity. Okay, then I need, this is how many crafts? 10. So I need to put 2 crafts in. 10. Ten. This should be slag slurry coming in here. Purified water is not getting in. Where it needs to. There. You're missing purified water. Because all of you are missing the same thing. That looks like they're now all producing some mineral sludge. So let's make sure every one of these has got a tank. And we'll not do the tanks as sillily as we did the last lot of tanks. So I'm going to want to put a pump before this tank. There we go. Now this is filling up nicely. It's just completely maxed out on slag. These have overflow, overflow. Not doing anything. Okay. You don't have enough sulfuric acid. Because you don't have enough oxygen. Did I get the ratios here right? It says 2 liquefiers for sulfur dioxide. I only put space in for 1 because the recipe started confusing me at some point. Okay, so I need 1 more of these here. It's going to be really annoying because now I've got to move the whole train station up again. See if we can squeeze it in slightly differently. I think the answer is we probably could. If we rotate it slightly. So that's 2 liquefiers. 2. Sulfur dioxide gas. Thought that felt fast. Oxygen. I wanted some beacons here. That's easy to fit in because I just fit them onto that side. So that's okay. And I fit beacons along here. A chemical plant. For sulfuric acid. Just take out the purified water setting quickly. So if I put you here, I move you 1 across so that you're there. Nope, I can't. I could move you 1 further across, that's easy. Then I can move you 1 further across. That. You produce sulfuric acid. Back 1. That. That gets the oxygen in almost. That. So you there. Send there, send there. Purified water. Need to go there and there. And where else do you need to go? Like that. Then sulfuric acid, you have to come that. There's now not enough oxygen. But I think that might be because I filled up all the slag. And I think it's all going to produce purified water. So I think at some point or the other, it might reset itself. Get rid of the copper pipes because I'm not using those. We'll get rid of that. Keep that, and then we'll pick up a bit more slag. Only just over 1 liquefier and just under 1 chemical plant. So if all of this does its thing, we aren't getting enough oxygen through. I think we're producing too much purified water. Where's it all going? Down here? No, it's not. And I'm short of hydrogen. Which again makes sense. Let's take those away. So I think the right place to vent the oxygen is here. So if there's an overflow of oxygen here, we put a flare stack in. Like that. Then if there is an overflow of hydrogen, I don't think it actually matters. We can put the hydrogen one at the bottom. That seems fine. Let's do that. Where do we have it? Here seems perfectly sane. Other than the fact that it needs a power pole. All these are full of purified water. I wonder if I just need a couple of pumps maybe to make sure it gets all the way down. So 759 oxygen. I'm not producing enough oxygen somehow or the other, even though this thing says I am. Produce 21 oxygen. That's using 705. And I need 114 there. Input 60 oxygen. Okay, there we go. So that's the problem. 60 oxygen short. Why is that? I actually have 22 of these. I wonder if that was why it told me I had to overbuild slag. It must have been. So is there another way I can get a small amount of oxygen in here to top this up easily? Compressed air. Ah, so I could just use some of that purified water and electrolyze it. Let's do that. Where are we getting rid of that excess purified water? So this here is purified water. So we can top up the oxygen at the bottom very, very nicely. So if we went here, top up valve. Like that. One of you. Like that. Okay, hold on. Where do I produce that? In an electrolyzer. So turn some purified water into hydrogen and oxygen. Perfect. Now if I got oxygen from electrolyzing purified water. Nope. What by product? Need 4 of them, it says. If I switch this to matrix solver now. So it's still saying I need 28. There we go, 21. But it's now saying I don't need any more oxygen. This is how many of these I need to make the oxygen work out. And now I've completely broken it. How much oxygen am I short? Take that out. A lot. Is there an undo? Doesn't look like it. So this is right. I then want oxygen. That's 30. This one here is 40 every 4 seconds versus 40 every 2 seconds. If I put an electrolyzer in. Okay. Whereas the normal one is 30 oxygen. Yeah, so I need to use the extra purified water to fix the oxygen problem. My oxygen deficit is not showing. Need to put 60 oxygen a second in. This is 20 oxygen a second. I need 3 of them then. This is 40 oxygen a second. This is twice as fast. Okay. Any other oxygen recipe before we settle on that one? Compressed air is going to be too big. Heavy water will pass. That's disabled. Fine. So we are going to have to electrolyze the water. Do we just have to do all of that at the bottom and just move everything up enough to fit in 4 extras? Because whichever way I slice this, I don't have enough oxygen to... If I just got less purified water, just added a water plant, that would do it as well. I just can't set this low enough. This is 1.4. Can I change this? Instead of producing 75, it produces, say, 50. I'm now oxygen positive. 60. 65. 68. Still a bit extra oxygen. Basically, if I take away one of these on each end, seems like we'll actually be okay. So I've got 5 up here. Yeah, so I had way more of these than I needed. So I think I am still going to have to move this in a bit, annoyingly. To save some space. Now I think right now we've just died of oxygen, right? Yeah. So let's clean the belt. See if we can get it to produce more. More oxygen. Okay, so oxygen has now got purified water in it. What have I done? Oops. That's not right. You come here. Flush you. Oxygen there. So I have a little bit of oxygen left over if I have 7. I've got 6. And then 2. You are now working. think what I should do is move everything down a bit now, just so I've created a bit more space. Let's leave it. This gives us a chance to adjust it in the future if we need to squeeze some extra beacons in. I think what I need to do is clean this. Clarify, I've got too much slag in my inventory. You are still short of oxygen, which means you have all stopped because you don't have any acid. Everything here has stopped, which makes sense. Okay, so for oxygen, let's say if you only go down here if you're overflowing. Cannot do the same up here. Can quite easily because I can put you here. That. Like that. Overflow valve there. Now this way, the internal purified water only kicks in if we have enough oxygen. You guys aren't getting any oxygen, that's fine. And what I don't want it to do is overflow everything here, because otherwise it's just going to burn off all the oxygen. Arguably, it doesn't matter. I could just do this with purified water from normal water, but it probably means I need more of these. Okay, so these are also overflow valves. Okay, so let's take you away here. That's wrong. Because what I need is, if it's overflowed from here, second time, then vent. Yes, that's fine. And I could, to save some space, put that at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. This should now work continuously. I'm just going to grab some water and we'll see if it locks up while I go get my glass. Okay, well, it's been going for a little while now. And the tank is filling. Got one more pump here to pump out of this tank into the next stage. Pipes are a bit clunky. And some of the slag processing is starting to fall behind. But I did slightly overbuild the electrolyzers. So I think that's okay to get the even odd numbers right. And the oxygen seems to be going okay. Okay. So I'm going to start landfilling a bit more space here. So that we can see if we can get the 11 dumped down. The reason for the 11 is just to make sure we have enough extra for any mineral catalyst that we need. Technically, we only need 10 of these. But I think what I'd like to do is just make sure we have a slight bit extra. Don't know what the bots are getting shot at for, but never mind. Just turn them off while everything's here. Okay, good. We got a couple of the behemoths. Behemoths, I guess. How I would say it. We are out of landfill again. Wow, there's a long range on those guys. Might need to get a bit more landfill to go out and grab them. Okay, 5,000 landfill on its way. We should see the bot army begin to do something. Let's check how much charcoal we're going to need. Just to make sure I'm not going to underdo that. 1 a second, and I've got 10. Yeah, no way, not going to have a problem at all with charcoal. Okay. I do not know where the bots are bringing the landfill from to help them out a bit. Here and grab some. May just have to go let the dog out quickly. Yep, I'm just going to let the dog out. I'll be right back. Okay, thankfully the biters didn't take us out while we weren't looking. Very soon we're going to be able to get some cobalt steel properly as well. I did figure out the way to fix that problem that was nagging me on maybe Sunday, I can't remember. we're going to use lime filtering to get some extra hydrogen fluoride gas. And we're going to use that to produce fluoric acid that we send around to the... Is it Bobmonium that wanted hydrogen for the fluoric acid? I can't remember. The chunks that we aren't able to leach effectively. It was one of them. What's brought me plenty of fish. It's nice of them. Out of landfill again. Turn the bots back on. So they can go pick this stuff up for us. And the only bad bit is we're going to need a lot of these things. But each one of 10 is only producing 250 mineral sludge. So in theory, I can make each one 4 times as powerful and not blow up the pipes. So that gives us some expansion. Up to 10k landfill. Good. Okay, I think these guys are actually producing quite a lot of landfill. This is all the soil that we aren't currently using. Okay. Has this really filled up the tank already? Is that why it stopped? No. Okay, what's happened? Run out of sulfur. That's the sulfuric wastewater. Really? So that shouldn't happen. Restart you. It says allows flow if the input side is over 80%. So maybe it's just... Maybe that's too much. What we should do is flow everything in and then flow sulfur back out again. Didn't particularly want to do that. I wanted to try and do this with the wastewater. And I've now lost that ability anyway, because of how we've rejigged this. But it seems like that is dangerous. This needs to move. I can move it 1 up, that's easy. And just cut like that. It's not going to be a problem. What's the smallest fluid tank that I can have? An inline storage tank. Wonder if we use that to fix this. Because I could very easily do that instead. Oh, I'm going to grab the dog. It's 0 degrees outside, so if she doesn't come in quickly, she will get very, very cold. So I think the fix for this is to not use this overflow pump. Still not quite getting enough sulfur through. So we need to input a very tiny amount of sulfur. But I'm getting out a tiny amount of sulfuric wastewater, which seems very strange. This one's still creeping up. Okay. I am going to stop that and just see if this fixes itself. Okay. Let's leave that for the moment. I think we can do most of the other stuff that I want to do. Without having to worry. Most of the other stuff is blowing up worms. Slowly. To make sure we have enough space here. I think as we've gotten further away from the center. Ah! Got stuck too much. The worms have gotten us. I did hear a suggestion from someone on using plasma turrets. So maybe we should just set a few of those up. And we can use that to try and blow up the worms. Because I have a feeling this may get a little bit depressing. First of all, let's grab out corpse. So the landfill back there so we can get everything else. Good. Bots back on. Let's clean this up. Fine. Okay, let's see if we can copy and paste it now. I don't want to fix anything with the spacing. It's not totally shrunk, but it should be good enough. Okay, so I want to go here. I'm going to paste you down here as a blueprint. Then I need to edit you slightly. Destroy. Destroy. It's not going to let me keep the tiles. Okay. Into blueprint again. The tiles. Take out the Jack's tank. No. Can't zoom in on it by the looks of it. Okay, let's see how that looks. It's still not going to work. Okay, now let's put it here. Is that right? Let's find out. Looks about right. Does give me plenty of spaces for some modules in the future and anything else that I kind of need. How can I fix the wastewater sharing problem? So if I do you like that. Take you away. Ah. So you go one past the edge of that belt. So the whole thing is just wrong. Yeah, the whole thing is just wrong. And I can't do anything about it. But it, again, doesn't really matter. Let's take you away. And I'll put you back in at the end. Let's do the same here. Just take you away. And then we'll reconnect you next time. Don't need any washing plants in my inventory. Let's see if we can get this to drop down. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Kind of short of some landfill. I want to fill in that little hole. Otherwise we're going to have a problem. Grab the blueprint. Can't. Destroy. 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 The mall blueprint, that's the rails blueprint. Want those. So we need to leave a gap pipe belt. So I basically want to align the belt with that. Let's see how big it looks. I definitely could shrink this if I chose to. I just don't really think I need to. Okay, there. That looks right. Nope, that's not going to do it because the oxygen is in the way. So let's take that genius idea out. That genius idea out. This is wastewater. This is wastewater. So we could just do it that, I think. Then you go here. Nope, you go with a splitter. Like that. This is in construction range, which is what I want. Now, where is that wastewater? Here, here, here. Means you have produce what you need. Good. Now I need to do 4 in each, was it? Yeah. Oops. Good. That now works, apart from the fact that you haven't blasting charged there. Oh, because I overwrote it. That was silly of me. I think I just landfilled it by mistake. Let's do that. One further back. Stand back before I shoot myself again. It's better. Blueprint. Good, landfill's on its way. Slag is coming out. Right? Yeah. You have produced some sulfuric acid. You filled up your mineral sludge. And you are going about filling up your mineral sludge. Okay, so in terms of a blueprint now, I think I want to go from here. I don't actually mind if I take the ends of something on the prior blueprint as well. Basically because it gives me a thing to aim for. Now, if we do the same thing again and do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not quite there, but we nearly are. Got to clear up a tiny bit more locals. Ideally before they kill us. Okay, some of the bots are getting shot somewhere or the other. We should take care of that. Maybe pick up some landfill on the way. Oh, there's a bunch of my corpse, so I probably don't need to. The nice thing is, given I know how big this thing is, it's very, very easy now to dump it down. Trains and all. Just quickly come over here. Bots are getting pot shots taken at them there. So we'll clean that up quickly. It won't take very long. Where is my red bullet? Where are my red bullets? Get your English right. don't see them. Here we go. That should clean up that part from the bots. And the good thing is hopefully we can put copper down and have the bots build this while we disappear off and do something else. That's the really nice thing about having the bots. Especially if we get it set up properly. And the only thing we'll have to deal with is how on earth do I bootstrap the blueprint? This is fine for a test to stick in a few hundred electrolyzers. If I've got to do this over and over and over again, I'm pretty sure it's going to tire me out. More puffers. Don't actually know what to do with those. It's okay. Oops. Died. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got one more to go. And then I should be able to put the train tracks in to nicely delineate how big this thing's going to be. And that way we can look at how we want to lay out the crystallizers, the blast furnaces, and all the other processing stuff that has to be dunked into this thing. And yes, for anyone curious, this is massively overbuilt for what I could ever use right now. That's purposeful. My bullet's gone. Having seen how quickly even my earlier massively overbuilt base just used up all its resources once I started producing circuits, I'm just going to massively overproduce. you said I needed one more. So let's see if I can fit. Thought I had a marker. Yeah, this one. Is that only the right place to place it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Okay. Leave a consistent amount of space. So we put the rails down. There. Put some fine. Then go to the rail book. 3-way joint. Come over to this side. We'll grab the same basic RoboPort layout. All the way up the side. We won't grab the stations because I don't need them yet. Just help the bots out so that they start getting some coverage over here. Okay, they've not got a power cable somewhere down here. Power pole even. Take you away, take you away. Wow, okay, so this is stretching my bean production quite a lot. So we're at 600 megawatts and we dumped down basically a gigawatt. Sure that this is all filled in. Bots are getting killed over here. Let's just go take care of whatever is dealing the damage. Nice giant worm. One more nest over there, and that guy that needs to be taken care of. And I took out RoboPort. That's really annoying. Okay, good. That's okay. move that this way. Probably too many roboports, but whatever. Maybe you can't ever have too many roboports. You probably can't. Ah! Wow, that was quick. Big acid. So I spent a lot of time thinking about whether or not I should do train sludge or every build for itself sludge. And I settled on the every build for itself sludge just because it seemed silly if my base is working at somewhat full capacity, somewhat large amounts of the time. Okay, funny disco. To not do, you know, sludge for itself. I was just going to spend all my time buffering and stackering trains, and that didn't seem fun. So we have that monstrosity. Very soon I may realize that that was a bad idea. And I guess we will find out. I want to try and save the roboport from getting destroyed. While we take out the last of these worms around here. And the good news is the bots have built most of this. Because of my awesome original base. So it's got plenty of resources in it now. So we aren't doing science because I think I've got all the science I immediately need. And what's the point immediately want? The range on some of these worms is crazy. Okay. That should take care of that. Control V. And I should be able to get a couple more. You can see the start of my layout for the next area up there, where I want to try and put the crystallizers. Oops, no, I don't want to get rid of that. I want to keep that. That's my layout for the sorting. So I've got to get rid of the crushed stone. Okay, I don't know if that counts as big or small, but we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these things down here. Copper, well, more than that actually. 4 of them very, very soon, sort of to mirror the layout we have over here, just like bigger, lots bigger. Let's see if the bots will build this for me, or actually I should build it myself. Just disable this train stop now. Can't because it's got a circuit wire. Okay, so this is charcoal consumer. Charcoal stacks to 200. 70, 10, 20, 30. That's okay, yep. wrong way. I want you to go into the back. No, into the back of this one. Yeah, bot's getting blown up again. If everything is less than equal to. Good. It works. Wow, okay, bots. Where are you flying? Blowing up expensive roboports and things. Thank you. Okay, maybe let's take out that one more nest here. Okay, didn't want them to get me. Let's actually built that. That's very cool. We do the same down here. Then we'll have to work out where we're going to put that charcoal filtering section. Maybe in this gap here? It's probably sensible because we're going to have to get the sulfuric acid production going in order to produce copper. Sorry, I had to think then. Okay, it looks like we've basically filled up the base now. So we're not doing anything. Does that should mean the power usage has come down? Yeah, quite a bit. Plenty of space here. Like, it's way bigger than the last one of these that we did. I don't think it really matters. Could I have made it narrower? Probably. That wasn't really the objective of this particular build. I spent a long time making the last one narrow and a few more minutes of landfill and we were done. Finger the inventory. Run over the leftover poison. Now, one thing to ask is, I cannot fit one more of these here, so there's no point in turning that into the next one. So yeah, the next one will come down here, which actually looks like it's got less biters, which is something. Just copy and paste the whole thing here. I don't know at which point we start running out of landfill. See how these guys are doing. It says I've got like 100,000 stashed away in various places. So I think the answer is we're probably okay. I'm going to try and set up some plasma turrets very quickly. I think we have radars producing. Let's make a few more of those. The plasma turret here. The artillery first. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. And then the plasma turret here. It's got sniper range has got range 35, range 30, 120. Batteries. Don't have any cobalt steel left. That's the problem. Same problem as elsewhere. So let's see what's up with red circuits quickly. Same problem as, I don't say problems elsewhere, I say problems with the artillery. Why have red circuits ground to a halt again? What are you missing? Okay, you have plenty of research here backed up. Should probably research something. Chrome, no. Cobalt, yes. We don't have much cobalt. Phenolic boards have stopped. Why is that? Okay, which one of these is full? Mineral oil this time. Naphtha is also full. Helpful. Let's do that. One higher up. Overflow. Power pot. Let's just help them out a bit by I'm not going to use all of this. I think it's more important that we actually get some boards going. Okay, that's done. So we are producing a small amount of cobalt. It's almost certainly going somewhere else. But we'll see if we can convince it to produce me maybe one artillery. No, not going to be able to do that because it doesn't have the bricks. Fine. So if we have a look now, I've got to put the belts in for charcoal, so let's do that. So it gets all the way to the end. Okay, that's going to get irritating. Blueprint time. Given that I've put this in bot range. Good. Just check that this is 11. Good. So then next stage is this tomorrow. So it's 8 on each one. And two crushers, and then we've got to get rid of the crushed stone. So we need to build to here. Nice. Advanced cobalt smelting. Gold smelting. Take silver smelting. We'll take gold smelting. I am going to want coolant at some point. When can I do the coolant recipe for plates? Coils. What tech do I need for that? So we do it with water. I get 4. So I can do it with Strandcaster too. So I do have the ability to do this. And produce coolant and then used coolant. So 140 gives 8. Yeah, so it's better. Okay, so we'll build this with coolant as well, and we'll set up a coolant production. Okay, that's going to be tomorrow's... Well, yeah, I guess tomorrow's goal. We may get iron set up completely. We'll see. Don't know. Iron and copper. Okay, take care everyone. Bye bye.